What are some cheat codes you've found in the game of life? Several times in life I've cold called a company to confirm my interview time. I didn't have one prior to my call, but in their confusion and inability to even find my resume I've managed to secure an interview about 4 out of 5 times. Twice I've gotten the job. You can mute the self-checkout kiosks. You can also increase the volume on all of them just before your departure. Unexpected item in bagging area. When my daughter was little and still believed band-aids cured things. One time she had a bellyache, so I put one on her belly and it made her feel better. Power of placebos. When I was in my old 500+ person building, I kept a stack of papers on my desk. When I was bored or got tired of sitting down, I'd get up, grab my stack of papers and walk around. I called them my walking papers and did this for months. Got a lot of head nods and not one question the entire time. People always assumed I was on an important mission. But nope, not in the least. PS. Worked on the executive floor/wing. 2. My friend is a janitor at a pretty new school. Not much broken stuff, so on his downtime he walks the building rather quickly with whatever tool he decides. The teachers and staff always think he's going to fix something. Lol. I work at a steel mill and do the same thing when things are slow on day shift. Nobody is going to question or follow the guy carrying a shovel. Wouldn't they immediately know it's a ruse because there was just one guy and not another 4 to watch you dig? We are a fairly small operation, so there isn't much tolerance for spectators. If you go with a guy with a broom or shovel, you are going to be helping, which is why nobody follows. Take a $1 bill and flip it over. Now tape a $5 bill and tape it to the end of the upside down single with as little tape as possible to make it secure. Now feed the $5 bill into a change machine. The coin machine reads the 5, gives you quarters, then reads the upside down single, rejects that, and boom. You got yourself a felony. This is the caliber of post I was expecting. Actual cheat codes. Not be nice to your family and surprise, they won't hate you. Thank you. Niceness gets you everywhere. I get free sugar from being nice. And no, it's not because I'm a cute girl. Because I'm not. I'm an overweight, balding man. People respond to niceness. I've befriended the Comcast customer support person. I've befriended the most disliked, crotchety person in our office. I get special treatment at my cafeteria because I treat the service staff like actual human beings. I get fees waived because I ask nicely. Be nice. It costs little and is worth a lot. I've befriended the most disliked, crotchety person in our office. This. Find the grumpiest person that you work with and give it 100% to be their friend. You usually find they're only that way because of social anxiety and are actually great people. He really is. He's a sensitive guy that never really learned how to express dissatisfaction well. When we talk, he's actually quite reasonable. It's almost like he puts on a persona for everyone else and hates that persona. Once you unlock not giving a fudge about other people's thoughts, you basically double your mana indefinitely. How does one unlock said skill? I don't see it in my tree. If you have no complaints about your food service/staff at a restaurant, ask to see the manager and pay a compliment and a thank you about the server/host/staff. Usually people want to see a manager to complain, and a compliment is nearly always welcome. I've gotten countless free DRINKS/APPETIZERS/CHIPS/% off my bill, all for just making a polite comment to management. Edit. Thanks for the Reddit gold. Kind stranger. You probably caused mini heart attacks until they realized you wanted the manager for good reasons. Wanted to say this. We had a girl that we absolutely adored. So we asked for a manager to compliment her and she immediately sat down with us and asked if everything was okay. Lol. Her concern was precious. Mayo, you probably freaked her out, but at least it was with good intention. I had a professor in college who, while lecturing, suddenly let out a huge fart without pausing. He turned his head as if talking to someone behind him, said yes and heat, and continued lecturing as if nothing had happened. It immediately diffused any potential awkwardness and embarrassment. and I vowed to use the same strategy if the same thing ever happened to me in front of a large crowd of people. What a power move. Not a cheat code, but an Easter egg. If you ask someone if they know all the words to "I'm a Little Teapot," around 80% of the people you ask will start singing it. Half of those will do the gestures. I'm at a tattoo studio right now, and I asked the £300 intimidatingly tattooed owner of the shop if he knew the words to "I'm a Little Teapot." Without hesitation he started reciting it while doing the pantomimes. Impressive. It's like a kid asking you to answer a toy phone. You legally have to answer. If you tuck a chicken's head under its wing and wave the chicken in a circle, it will automatically fall asleep. It's not a very good cheat code, but it's still a cheat code to get you sleeping chickens. Doing your own research, especially on the important stuff. You would be amazed about the bad information people use to make life choices. To add to this, someone's opinion blog isn't research. You meant to tell me "Yao can cure wheat essential oils." Isn't giving completely legitimate health advice. Nonsense. I'm an assistant teacher in a preschool. Asking if kids can use their sitting muscles and listening muscles during circle time makes the kids want to show me how strong they are. All good and well until some kid flexes their sitting muscles too hard and suddenly you've got a poopy pants emergency. Compliment your children with "You are a hard worker" and not "You're smart." Studies show that kids who think they're hard workers outperform kids who think they're smart. You don't have to always give away the recipe. By that I mean, don't over-explain yourself. If you can't do something 9/10 times, it's okay to simply say "Unfortunately I'm not able to do that. Can't swing it this time," etc. You don't have to go on and on about why, or make up reasons and list them off. Over-explaining just ends up looking more suspect than simply being clear and concise. I like this one. I have found myself making up elaborate stories to explain why I couldn't attend an event or something. Just be brief, honest, and to the point. "Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it to your party because of my crippling social anxiety." If any website offers a percentage coupon code like 10% off, try higher values like 20% off. They often have them. Yeah, I'm going straight for 100% off and working my way down from there. Try 200% off and see if they'll actually pay you to take their product. I have a heated throw blanket in my living room in the winter. I wrap my coat up in it, crank up the heat, and in a few minutes, my coat is toasty warm, so I can brave the coldest day. Also toss your jeans in the dryer for 15 minutes on a cold morning and you will have similarly warm jeans. It's a nice perk if you have guests over too. I cannot overstate how much dressing well and being well groomed will impact your life. It'll drop the difficulty by 2 or 3 levels. No joke. People will treat you vastly differently. The opposite is also true. If you admit you're wrong and make changes to whatever it is that you're wrong about, people will respect and appreciate you more. Unfortunately, this requires the swallow_ego pill patch installed. Without this, you will be incapable of being a civil person. Mirroring people's body language and tone of voice will make them comfortable with you quite quickly. To a point. It has to be natural feeling and not as copying my every move. I have a skin colored earpiece Bluetooth that I use at work without anyone knowing, so that I can listen to music and podcasts. Boxes and clothes. You just carry different kinds of boxes and wear different stuff to places. Wanna go to a paid event? Walk around with a large brown box labeled lighting equipment and a tucked in black polo. Crash a wedding? Walk around with a medium gift wrapped box and a cheap suit. Get into locked research facilities? Know a name. Walk around with a small white box with a lid labeled drive, name you know, and a lab coat. Museums? Carry a brown box labeled restoration equipment and glasses. Any technology facility? Carry a giant orange box and a hoodie and sweatpants. The box is the key. People will open doors. Use their key codes because you can't reach yours. Allow you into backstage, into storage, into private personnel areas. People will curiously look at you and ask what's in the box. You will not answer. You only need box. The more aggressive security looks, the more you must look like you are struggling with box. Sweat, huff and puff, A casual box stroll for lazy guards. Heavy steps, and dragging to aware ones. You do not need charm, or wit, or acting ability, or to be a good liar, or good memory, or even attractiveness. You only need box. You will gain access to things you never would have dreamed of. Rich is normally locked behind security systems, and gun-wielding men and digital cameras. But you don't care about that. You only care about getting more boxes. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.